Man, slight height advantage perhaps for Javohir. That's why this will also be a keenly contested and a tactical battle between the two men. Yet another Asia versus Europe, yet another Uzbekistan against Poland. We've seen a few of those at these World Boxing Cup finals. All set. 75 kgs. Final. Javohir in red. Michal Yarliński in blue for Poland. Already signs that Javohir will be trying to capitalize on that reach of his, slight advantage that he has over Michal. And a safety first approach from the Polish boxer, trying not to expose himself too much in these early stages, just about the first minute rolling by. Urge to engage more. Getting pushed into the ropes as well. It's not a positive sign from his perspective. Wants to be as active, as offensive as possible. Now in the center of the ring. Others believe the amount of depth that especially a country like Uzbekistan have in this sport, in boxing. Terrific turnover of champions which it has produced. Javohir looking to just add his name, register his name in that list as well. A lot of young boxers who have made this trip across to Greater Noida. The A-listers giving this particular tournament a miss, but they're still there and thereabouts. Well, the mouth guard falling off. Has to be rinsed and put back. Which is so hell-bent in terms of absolutely beating the opposition. Some safety measures in terms of hygiene which are delightful to watch. Brings in a delicate touch to an otherwise tough sport. There will be an addition of about 15 to 20 seconds for that mouth guard change. In the first round, I would think that Javohir has just taken the honors, only by a small margin perhaps. That might inspire Michal to come out a bit more aggressive in the second round. He's been a bit patient, a bit cagey, if one can use that expression. Almost as if he's not too prepared to commit. Javohir Abdurakhimov, poker face, but very good with his actions. Keeps himself active around the ring, quite prepared to use that reach of his. Loves his footwork as well to just keep himself a little out of range of his opponent. And that's some good useful blows as well, which is why at the moment it's Javohir Abdurakhimov who has the advantage in this particular match. All 5 judges in his favor. Rare occasion when an Indian judge is out in the medal, because India aren't in this medal bout. Similar to the experience which a lot of Australian umpires tend to have in cricket, because they tend to make so many finals. It's always a pleasant change when some of their own chance to appreciate a neutral final. The perspective of all these young boxers who've been in action through this week, whether from the host nation or from any of the visiting ones, what matters is what lessons will they take out of this. Superb education in terms of seeing some of the best, competing against some of the best. Of course, the ones who win will take back a lot of confidence. Even the ones who have lost out in the early stages hopefully have seen what some of the best around them, whether in their own weight categories or others, or across genders, what they do well. So many master classes available. Certainly, personally, the ones which have stood out, Arundhati Chaudhary, for the way that she went about her bouts. We also saw what Asilbek Shalimov can do, as well as his counterpart, Samandar Olimov. The two English gold medalists in the men's section were impressive as well. Oladimeji Shitu, as well as Isaac Oko. Oko was a master in terms of managing some of his bouts, doing just the right things. Chen Yentin, already a decorated boxer from Chinese Taipei, but a bout against Dion Berman today. Classic example of how to counter punch. Sachin Sivach was so good. His win against Munarbek Saidbekulu himself, a champion boxer. And then Hitesh Gulia showing the virtue of never losing a hope against Nurbek Mursal in the previous encounter. At the moment, Mishaal Yarlinsky just not being able to unlock the defense which Javohir Abdurakhimov is putting up. Very good fight from the man in red, having ascertained a little bit of a lead. Happier being a little defensive, but doing it with a lot of judiciousness. Into the last 10 seconds, second round. Javohir Abdurakhimov thus far with the advantage. And can he double it after these 2 rounds of play? Big requirement for Yarlinsky to come back into it. And he was a lot more positive in this round, landing some left jabs which were quite useful. And Javohir Abdurakhimov maybe, just maybe, needs to be a little bit more proactive in terms of trying to manage this, because these men's matches in the evening session are turning out to be all humdingers. The second round has been won quite effectively by Mishaal Yarlinsky, and look at that, it's 19 everywhere. All the judges have both of them in a dead heat. It's 0-0. So it's a one-round shoot-off between Abdurakhimov, Javohir and Mishaal Yarlinsky for the gold in the men's 75 kg. All to play for, which is why you'll see a lot more adventurousness from Javohir. And this is where he has to show his range. His defense has been solid in this match, but he has to attack more often too. But it's a tricky one for both to negotiate, because Yarlinsky also will not exactly know at what stage has he done enough. These are the most difficult ones to play out, I would suspect, as a boxer. You obviously have a fair idea of what you've done right in the rounds that you've won. But do you have it in you to change gears try and play the situation a bit more. Javokhir, a lot more in the center of the ring now. Indicative of his newfound attempt at being assertive, aggressive. Two bouts yet to come. The men's 85 final, Jasurbek Yulchodev of Uzbekistan against Sultanbek Aybar of Kazakhstan. And we have the men's 90 plus, the super heavyweights, where Khalimjon Mamasoliev of Uzbekistan will be taking on India's Narinder Barwal. Bring the curtain down on the World Boxing Cup finals of 2025. 20 weight categories. Been an exceptional final day with loads and loads of action. Some great fights. This promises to be the closest of the lot. 0-0 after 2 rounds. Because whatever happened in the first round got cancelled out in the second. Very rare to see that kind of a scorecard, where all judges switch over after the first round. But it is that subjective. It is that tight between all these boxers. Closing in on the last 10 seconds. Who's won this one? If you've got a good guess, let me know. One thing's for sure, they'll both claim it. Javokhir Abdurakhimov probably not showing it as much as his opponent, but in his mind he would have thought that he's done enough here. Michal Yarlinsky, just like he did in the second round, also landed a few hefty blows. But Javokhir was a lot more open, was a lot more attacking. The only question is, how has it gone down in the 5 judges book? Virtually a dead heat, but it will be won by one of them. And also for the reason that it was 0-0 and there are 5 judges. So whoever gets a majority here wins. It will be a split decision and it will be right down to the last event.
Win on point by split decision. In the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Abdurakhimov Javokhir.
And there we have it. It's Abdurakhimov Javokhir, who has won a 3rd gold for Uzbekistan at these World Boxing Cup finals. And it's well deserved too, because he really did control the narrative in that match. For most part, it was him who was in control. And while he lost the second round and forced this one to go into a shoot-off, the end, a split decision, earning it for Javokhir Abdurakhimov of Uzbekistan against Poland.